All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for Monday, 11/11, Veterans Day. I'd like to give a shout out to all the veterans out there. Yes, myself included, but I'm not giving a shout out to myself. I'm giving a shout out to all the brothers and sisters out there serving, past, present, future. Thank you. Thank your families. God bless all of you. Thanks for everything. Got some interesting articles to go over here today. Again, here at the Patriot Hour, never take what we say to be 100% fact, 100% word, 100% truth. Always do your own research, connect all of your own dots, and come to the best conclusion you can based off all of that info. Okay? The days of being spoon-fed have got to be over, folks. No more being spoon-fed, auto-truth, accepting it. You just can't do that. So always have, use your discernment. Okay. All right. So today we got a couple of articles out of DC Dirty Laundry. And again, if you're new to this channel, make sure you're subscribed, ring the bell. That way you get all the alerts when we put out a video. All the links are down below. I've received some donations over the last few days. Truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. The only thing up and running is the PayPal, and I believe maybe the GoFundMe. Not sure. Everything else has been shut down. PayPal or the Patreon, PayPal's up. We appreciate it, and share the video. That's another way to help beat the algorithms here at YouTube, where we are heavily shadow banned. People say, hey, I see an ad on your video. Folks, once in a while I use a little clip. You see it all the time. Things get picked up. If you use 6 seconds of something, boom, they pick it up, and the whole video is being monetized by somebody else. Paramount Pictures, something out of the UK. That's a real big issue where you guys see these ads. It's not me. Somebody else is getting every little dollar. Okay, here we go. DC Dirty Laundry. Going to look at a few different. And let me turn down the music. A score. All right. Hey, I also wanted to show you guys this. This is pretty cool. Office of Military Commission. This is a place where you can come and look up all the military tribunals, ones that are least open to be known about. There's a calendar here. Now, if they're classified, they won't even show up on the calendar, okay? You got to keep that in mind. But you have all active cases. Here's a calendar. You'll see U.S. versus Khalid Shahika Mohammed, and all the dates and the hearings. Other than that, they got the military commissions on, viewing sites, closed circuit TV for those in the family. General public and members of the media are welcome, okay? You can, if you don't have a military ID, Department of Defense ID, like I myself do, you'd have to use Gate 7 over here at Fort Meade. And then you can also, there is also Guantanamo Bay. All right, so those are the typical two places, Fort Meade in Maryland and Guantanamo for the tribunals. Once in a while, they'll set up a special place like in South Carolina, maybe at one of the naval bases there, or something. But just wanted to share that with you guys. I'll leave the link down below for that. It's real simple. It's mc.mil, and all kinds of information on there. Again, this is our right to partake. The media, general public. Are you ready for a catastrophically cold winter? Here's what the media isn't telling you. Look at a few different articles here. California Brewery is printing Epstein didn't kill himself on the bottom of the can. That was a funny meme I used 3 or 4 days ago going around. And they're actually printing that. Epstein didn't kill himself right underneath the expiration date. Dearborn mom protests supremacist all halal meat policy at the school. I heard that years ago. Okay, so we're going to look at this human trafficking in the OC, women and children ordered like pizza in California. So human trafficking, which is not a laughing matter at all. California, we've heard that a few times, but the OC, all right, out in the OC, women and children are being ordered like pizza. According to the Data USA, median income in Orange County, California is $86,217. And upon doing a little research, a lot of that money is being spent fulfilling the needs of dirty old men and women who partake in the sins of the flesh with children. California's wealthiest areas are an absolute hotbed for human trafficking. Here's more from the Epoch Times. Orange County, California, which boasts a median household income of $86,000, is often viewed as a relatively safe, wealthy, and conservative region. Most people do not equate that area with human trafficking. However, researchers reveal the county to be a destination spot for trafficking. The official Orange County Human Trafficking Task Force set up a fight real-time sex and labor slavery in the county, released their latest victims report in 2019. Approximately 80% of both victims and traffickers in Orange County travel to the area from other parts of the region, the state, and the entire nation. This is due to the part of Orange County's tourist attractions, sports venues, beach cities, affluent population, states the report. Traffickers bring their victims expecting to have an abundance of customers and higher profits. There were 415 human trafficking victims rescued in the county in the past 2 years, compared to 509 in 2015, 2016, and 371 in 2013 through 14, according to the OCHTTF report. A full 73% were new victims in 2017 and 2018. Of that total, 87% were trafficked into the sex trade, while 12% were forced labor. That is shocking. Shocking to say the least, folks. Right here at our doorstep, right here in the U.S., and we know this is happening. And it's like this is why we need the border, we need it sealed up. And people will tell you, well, it's already happening here. We already have trafficking here. We already have bad crimes happening here. Well, we want to put a nip on the butt of that, stop it, and we want to not let any more just run amok. You have a fire on your house, you don't pour gas on it because it's already on fire. You put water on it to put it out. So we do everything we can to stop it. That's how you combat that. So the task force worked with 60 participating organizations to help increase education and training for their anti-trafficking efforts and tend to the complex needs of the victims, after you rescue them and save them. Human trafficking, coined by the United Nations as modern slavery, is defined as the act of trafficking by means of threat, use of force, deception, coercion, and for the purpose of exploitation. In 2018, countrywide sex purchaser sting operations were conducted by the task force and collaborating police agencies to address the country's human trafficking problem. Around 80% of the human trafficking victims and traffickers from across the country come to Orange County, according to the report. 80%. Seriously? This is just another reason to get the hell out of California. Even the LA Times admits the problem is out of control. We have reasons to be proud. Orange County is ranked among the healthiest counties in the country and is home to some of the wealthiest large cities in America. However, the grandest irony of it all is that we have a reason to worry that is staring us right in the face. Not that our stable economy will fail or the natural beauty of our sandy beaches will disappear, but that our youth will become victims of sex trafficking. Given the recent reports in our own backyard, we need to become knowledgeable about the issue and change the way we think about sex trafficking. This problem resulted in domestic and global large-scale trafficking system that was set up in Irvine. 2017 and 2018, Victim Demographic Report of Orange County Human Trafficking Task Force reveals 365 sex trafficking cases within our country. These women and minors are minorities. many ridden with poverty that keeps them entrapped, limited opportunities to leave and receive support. The LA Times acts like they all chose this lifestyle. Sometimes it's chosen for them. Remember the story from earlier this year about the human trafficking arrest in California? California, 339 arrests, nearly 50 rescues, and the human trafficking bust. Much of what happened in Orange County. Most of that happened right in Orange County. A little video here. So more human trafficking. The lowlives in Orange County, California are driving an entire industry into the country. Around 80% of human trafficking victims or traffickers from across the country come to Orange County. It might not be a bad thing if Iran, South Korea, or China decided to drop a care package on this hellhole. Where's Putin when you really need him? Bad joke, I know. Think hard about it, America. 80% of the victims human trafficking in the country end up in California. Wow. That's pretty shocking. Pretty shocking. So leave your comments down below, and I'll leave the link for DC Dirty Laundry. You guys can get to all these articles yourself. And we got one more here I wanted to touch base on. My time in the Navy, I had pulled into, I believe it was on the 2000 deployment after sitting in the Persian Gulf for 4 months or so. On our way back, we hit Rome. We pulled in actually to Naples, Italy. And then from there, I went on a 3-day thing to Rome, stayed there, hotel room, looked right out to the Colosseum, went through the Colosseum. Saw all kinds of things there for 3 days. But now they got a giant statue of Moloch has been put up right at the entrance to the Colosseum in Rome. Story comes from Mike Snyder on November 11th. Today, here at DC Dirty Laundry, airing out America's dirty laundry. So tourists that visit the Colosseum in Rome these days are getting quite a shock. A gigantic statue of a pagan Canaanite deity known as Moloch has been erected right at the entrance. In ancient times, those that served Moloch would literally sacrifice their children to him. And apparently this involved burning them to death. And now a massive statue of this pagan idol is the centerpiece of a new archaeological exhibition at the world-famous Roman Colosseum. Yes, the exact same Colosseum where countless numbers of Christians were martyred for their faith is now the home for one of the most monstrous pagan deities that the world has ever seen. I know that this sounds almost too strange to be true, but this is actually happening. The following comes from the official press release for this exhibition. A reconstruction of the terrible deity Moloch linked to the Phoenician and Carthaginian religious and featured in the 1914 film Calabria, directed by Giovanni Pastro and written by Gabriele D'Annunzio, will be stationed at the entrance of the Colosseum to welcome visitors. Unbelievable. They're referring to the enormous statue known as Moloch. But according to Wikipedia, this ancient pagan god was also known as Moloch, Milcom, or Malcolm. Moloch is a biblical name of a Canaanite god associated with child sacrifice through fire or war. The name of this deity is also sometimes spelled Moloch, Milcom, or Malcolm. See that? Through fire or war. What do these people keep us at? War. Forever war. And it's not them that go, or their kids. It's the public, the young, our young kids at 18. Right at 18. That's when I signed up. For purposes of this article, I will use the name Moloch because that is the name that will be most familiar to the majority of the readers or the listeners. The organizers of this expedition could have chosen to put Moloch in the dark corner where nobody would have really noticed him, but instead they purposely decided to feature him in a place where 100% of the visitors of the Colosseum would immediately see him right when you walk in. One woman that recently visited the Colosseum told LifeSite News what she witnessed. "We were so excited the day we were going to the Colosseum," Alexandria Clark told LifeSite News via email. She and her sister Tiffany were looking forward to visiting the site the Christian martyrdom. But the moment we got there, the sight that greeted us was horrifying. Standing guard over the entrance was a colossal pagan statue of Molech. It was placed in prime spot so that everyone that entered the Colosseum had to pass it. How in the world could something like this be possible? And how could it be possibly allowed? And what makes it even more shocking is that the Colosseum is actually controlled by the Vatican. The following comes from the Breaking Israel News. So there you go, folks. That is really, really just really messed up, honestly. Really messed up. All right, this article's decently long, so I'm going to stop there. I'm going to let you guys finish that up to do your little bit of research. Consider it some homework. You got homework, come back, report, leave a comment down below. I got a lot going on, so we'll get back to the live shows soon. Of course, it's down here on this site until January, but lots going on. Another video coming out later on tonight, possibly. If not, it'll be out tomorrow morning, but check for that. Look down below at all the links. We again appreciate it. All the links are down below. Share this video across all social media platforms while you can. It helps beat the algorithms at YouTube, and you sharing it is something that they're not doing traditionally. The recommended videos, we do not get that, as we are shadow banned. Okay, again, I'm Michael. This is the Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed to each and every one of you, and we'll see you back here on the next Patriot Hour update video coming real soon. Have a great evening.